Wow, RNG OP. I know, right? This is why we play Tryndamere, though. Those crits, baby. All right. So, okay. So now what's happening, though, is your top jungle is getting cheesed. Okay, so as soon as you saw this was warded, the best thing you could have done, right? Rather than recall right here, because you don't really need to, like, recall for anything. Just, like, walk up here. But the easiest way, because like you didn't see Nunu, you didn't see Talon, you didn't see mid, right? You only saw their AD carry, and you know your team killed Rakan. So there's 3 people missing that you don't know on the map. So in case they already invaded up here, right? Because they could theoretically already be up here, right? I wouldn't tell you ever to just like walk up through here. The easiest thing to do would just be to wait to see if they are at the red buff. So and we're gonna. Oh wait. Do you actually come back to see if they're at the red buff? Nope. So you had no idea that they do this? Nunu is like hard griefing right here. Or actually is he? Oh, you're fighting Talon. Nice. That was a good trade. Good stuff, good stuff. Nice. You know enough to walk away from the sides of that. You're gonna hit level 2 and just fuck them up, aren't you? Oh yeah, you are. Okay, are we E-flashing? I smell an E-flash. No? Okay, so let's go back to right here. You make the good play here. Okay, we're gonna speed up because we know you sidestep the Q here. All right, or it's his W, sorry. All right, so right here, this is a bit of just a persistent thing that you want to work on, okay? So this minion is the minion that's going to give you 2, okay? Now, as soon as it dies, you spin behind him, which is perfect, okay? But now, you turn around, you auto crit. Now, this is when you want to just walk backwards, okay? And you want to walk backwards because the only place he can go that's safe for him is like this brush right here, okay, which you still have a ward up, assuming you haven't warded anywhere. It doesn't look like you have, so he can only walk in this brush to try and like, and you haven't McKnighted, so you're actually not going to lose vision of him. So you just have to just back up here and just cut him off. Because now he's able to just walk right around you and then flash. Now you could have tried flashing for the RNG crit auto right here. If you actually flashed right here, because your lethal tempo is actually, it's still active right now. So you could have done it, and you probably would have had the attack speed to kill him. But it's okay letting it go. Still, I think you could have had the kill secure if you just orb walked back right there. I think you mean micro, not macro. Oh, did I say micro? Yeah. Anyways, so Nunu flashes. Okay, so that's a pog champ and a half right there. Nunu definitely just griefed for that. So let me see what could have also happened here. Because its jungler comes up. You got the lane in a really sour spot here. You got the, so yeah, this crit spin right there was actually so good. Because that forced Talon to not be able to chase. You didn't just flash, respecting the Nunu. So I think you could have waited, right, before Nunu started trying to root. And then flash when his snowballs end in order to root, because you flashed here, Nunu is able to just flash on top of you. So I would have waited to see what Nunu does before just immediately flashing, because you could have again like flashed like closer to the tower. So like this ends up working out. He did like walk back for some weird reason. He just turned around at the wrong time. He should have, at that point, because you were burned to red, he just needed to commit to it. The cart, I just witnessed Karthus like flash for the slow. He just needed one more auto. So Karthus does flash for the slow. Did he get an assist for that? Where's the scoreboard here? He did not get an assist for that. Unfortunate. So anyways, so now you're double buffed. Talon is gonna have to recall. So yeah, just shove this in. Or actually you can freeze it since you are double buffed. Yeah, freezing it is good here. I think so actually the highest thing to do, right? The best thing to do right here. Oh, are you gonna recall right here? Oh, I thought you were gonna recall. Where's the next wave coming in? Yeah, wait for that next wave to crest and then recall. Yeah, look at this. This is actually super good. I would have left just a few more minions alive, but this works. This works out really well. That silver wave management, dude, that's OP, man. Good for you, dude. No, you only lose the 2 melees right there. So forget what I said. The number of minions that you left up was perfect. Because now, look, you have the 4 casters that are blocking your cannon from going out here. This is so good. This is good. We like all of this. Silver wave management OP. Alright. So, yep. Now it just comes to farming. You are double buffed. You just want to build up some fury. You're going to let it crash. Q healing. I wouldn't have bothered Q healing here because you're more than comfortable just holding up to it. Alright. We miss a couple minions there. It's alright. So now you are double buffed. Get that fury bar. Go fuck him up, my dude. Oh, he missed that entirely. That's a W spin. So anytime he misses that and you're not slowed, especially if you're like double buffed, you can just look for him. Like he ignited the same time you did. So his like he doesn't have any damage items. He just has corruption potion. You have double longsword. Even though you don't have fury here, you still have like the AD advantage on him. On top of like being closer to level 5. So like absolutely just spinning right there as soon as you saw like landing a W and just spinning. Because maybe, you know, you get over here, right? Lethal tempo goes up. You start like just booty blasting him. Maybe he has to like burn like his jump like over this wall. I think I wanted more fury. Yeah, I understand why you would turn around because like your fury bar was not that high. But I think you still could have done it. Because you have the huge item advantage. He has corruption potion and he has boots. Now, if he had like longsword here, at least, right? Something that would help his AD. You'd be like, 2-to-1 longsword, level 4. It's not worth. But here, you have double longsword advantage. On top of that, you have the reju bead and you're double buffed. You can absolutely go for that. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Stay on him. Oh, so he's going to jump. Okay. So, yeah. So, right here. So, he's slowed right now. So, you spin out here. I'm wondering if the slow from here would have been enough to peel you off. I still think the spin here was fine. I think if you... Yeah, that's... Okay. I think maybe if you followed him a little bit better with the orb walk... Again, you might have been able to get another auto or 2 out of there, but you're looking for it. Nah, you're not going to get it that time. Damn. Okay. This is still heavily in your favor. The double buffs wear off, but you have so much advantage here. Oh, get him. Get him. So you can't jump over this wall now. Nice. So now I think this is where, because you're level 5, right? Yeah, you're going to ward there. Nice. So I would be like, he's like farming this for free. I would have been closer up here. Whoa. All right, so he's just ignited you. Okay. This is still all right. I would have been closer up to the front, trying to just like force him away from minions. Because this guy is able to like farm relatively okay. You do hit 6. What are you going to do here? What are we going to do here? Yeah. Okay, so another thing you could have done there was you could have just spun this way out safely and tried to walk in through here, but you have the defensive ward there. You do manage to get out. You get the dive. That was good. Good stuff. I like this. I like what I'm watching so far. Tryndamere kicking ass. We always appreciate it. So now here, you're doing this very well, right? Look how, so see how you're freezing it? You're freezing it because you know you're no ultimate. Talons just hit 6. This is very, very good because you don't actually want to fight him without your ultimate. You're not going to throw your lead here. You just want to deny him the ability to roam by keeping his lane frozen, passively building up fury. Ooh, you're just going to go for it. So yeah, that's a little greedy, but you have your Karthus to back you up. Do you have your ult yet? Nope. See, you only have 5 seconds on ult. You got his talent ult though. See, if he saved Ignite from earlier, I think he might have been able to go for something there. See, so that trade was not very good for you because you didn't have your ultimate. Remember to just say, like, if whenever your ultimate is down, even if you're like kind of popping off here, right? Like you're 2-0, like you're fed. You don't need to like take a bad trade and then be like, oh shit, and then just like, even though you can like leave and like you're not necessarily at risk of dying, right? Like the only thing you got from that was like you got Talon's ultimate, but now he's at a really good like health advantage on you. And even though you have yours, now you lose all your pressure with like further possible like kill openings. So like bear in mind that you were perfectly comfortable with just like letting this wave like sit right here and just farming, and maybe like Karthus comes in to influence your lane. Now Karthus like can't help you because your health is so low. You're gonna have to ult the moment Talon jumps on you because of his burst damage. I have really bad micro. It feels like I'm a simp. Pressing the buttons doesn't feel easy yet. That just takes practice, man. I mean, you told me that you don't play too many games, so I understand. So yeah, it's just so far it's just some small micro things that we're picking on, but otherwise, like that's been the first macro error I've watched. All right, so you're just gonna ult here. He's just gonna take it like a man. Ooh, okay, so right here. He's just taking it. Okay, so you flash. What's okay? Yeah, because your spin's on still like 5 seconds. Let me see. I think Nimbus Cloak might have been able to get you that. I'm gonna watch again in slow mo because we're gonna see when you basically you have to press R. And when your Nimbus Cloak goes off. Beautiful R press, by the way. Alright, so you flash for it. Whoops. One more time, because I'm trying to see. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fine. This is because you don't want to risk him killing you there. Even though you had Q heal available, just flashing it, just securing the kill. That's fair. Flash for flash, get the kill. That's fine. I was wondering if the Nimbus Cloak movement speed was still strong enough going to maybe you could just like walk over there and get him, but that's fine. It doesn't look like it was. It would have been close, so rather than just take the risk, flash for it, I like it. So anyways, all right. So now we see an angry Talon. Ooh. Alright, so hold on. You just got his Ignite. Did he ult you? No, his ult's on cooldown still. Alright. So I would still recall here. This is playing with fire right now. Yeah, see, you gave him shutdown gold, and even though you were able to kill him, like, yeah, that wasn't very worth for you. Like, you just kind of just traded, right? So, like, you were planning on recalling, he stopped you, you got his Ignite, you auto-spun away, you don't really need to be right here. There's no minions. Like, I know he looks low, but, like, you don't have ult, you just barely have Ignite. Even though, like, he doesn't have Ignite, like, he's got some damage items now, right? Like he's got a longsword. Executioners you don't actually care about. That's actually like, heh. Like that's just funny. But like this, you don't need to be doing this. Just recall. There's nothing keeping you like in the lane. Could have been Tiamat that killed him. Damn. Yeah. It says you have Ignite up right here. Let me go back to just double check that. You 100% have Ignite up right here. So again, you auto spin out. You have Ignite up. If he ults you, you just want to Ignite him. So right here. You need to, since this situation did happen though. See, you do end up igniting him, but you need to ignite him earlier. I think he might have been able to live that. It would have been close still, but because he didn't have Ignite. Yeah, I think it's still the ultimate play there would have just been to just recall. Because then now you gave him like a shutdown bonus for that. Even though you got a kill, right? It's like, it's not really worth for you. I don't know. You could have just stayed alive. Kill him later. Alright, you don't see him. You're just going to push him with Tiamat. I like the cloak purchase here. Completed boots. Talon roamed mid. You're just going to hit a bunch of towers. Okay, so now here, you don't have any vision of the river or anywhere. You get out when you see Talon, but you're not respecting the gank potential here. Oh, I forgot I was like on like ×8 speed. My bad. Alright, so yeah, we just want to double speed this. Now we'll speed it up, but then we'll get right here. Okay, so yeah, you don't have any vision. This is your vision. You see mid, right? They unfortunately took your mid tower. That sucks. You know the jungler was mid. You also know Talon was mid. So you should be thinking, I wonder if I'm at risk of gank here. Because you have absolutely no wards anywhere. So you definitely need to be using more wards because you could have reacted to this gank right here. Instead, you kind of eat the snowball. Nunu ult. I think instead of focusing Nunu, it would have been better if you focused Talon. Because now now the kill goes to your lane. So right here, besides like needing a ward to avoid the gank, this guy has Cinder Hulk versus somebody without Cinder Hulk. Like, Talon just, like, jumps to you. So you definitely want to just turn on the Talon here, I think. If you turned on the Talon, you probably would have been able to kill him. Instead, it takes you, like, forever to kill this Nunu. You do manage to get it because he paths back in. It shut down gold, which is good. But, like, then your laner gets a kill. And then you're going to lose these minions. So, like, ultimately, this just brings Talon, like, closer to just, like, get back into the game. Alright, Vlad comes up. What does he do? Ooh, Ooh, okay. Yeah, so now Talon's, like, kind of picking up a little bit of speed here. This is not good. I'm going to put this back on all. So, you know that Nunu did their Rift Herald. He's just going to launch it. You are no ult right now. So, you're no ult. You know Nunu did the Herald. You should not be, like, even, like, walking this close up here. Because you're at, like, serious risk. They're not able to get you in time. But if they had that a little more, like, synergized a little bit better, you could have taken a worse trade. So, now your ult's coming up. 7 seconds. 5. Are they going to make a move? You got ulti up. Nice. Okay. Nice. All right, that works. Good stuff. Yeah, they were in front of your tower, and you had ult, and you just cleared the minions, and then you cleared them. Very nice. Now you can take top. So that was a good play. Like, the fact that they tried to dive you from here is, like, really, really interesting. 500 shutdown gold for Nunu was good there, but you dying to Talon was not good there. I would have preferred to stay alive rather than try to kill Nunu for 500 gold. Because you almost didn't get it. It was actually very close. If Nunu, like, if you, like, remember, if Nunu was here, right, and he just, like, just walked away, you wouldn't have actually been able to get him. All right, so you push forward, you take the blue buff. I like it. You then take the wolves. Nice. All right, so now you're coming up here. Okay, so so you saw Talon right there, right? That's actually, like, really funny. So whenever you walk up here, right, also, like, because he was, like, just up here, right, and you also suffered, like, a couple ganks from this bush, it would have been nice to both walk through this bush. Number one, Talon might have been an idiot and actually walked this way, which, lo and behold, he was. But two, you could also check for pinks too. So it's just kind of a little funny. You do go to the wave here. I would have deep in Zungle. Yeah, the word deep is fine, but I mean, like, just like walking through the brush on your way up. Just because, like, they might have pinked it, and pink words you don't need, like, you can just see and just take pink words. So they might have, like, had one there. They didn't, but I mean, there was a Talon there. You could have found the Talon. All right, so now you see Nunu wants to fight you here. So you have to know that Nunu probably has, like, some kind of backup plan, right? Yeah, so you see Rakan walk over. You just leave. He's going to pink right there. You're going to stay out of vision. Nice. I like this play because then he thinks he can just take Nami, and he can't. Very nice. Good stuff. I like that. Hiding right here. So, like, in my high elo games, a lot of people actually know to ward this spot when their top tower is down, because people with dashes and abilities to, you know, just, like, move over walls, as well as, you know, just stay out of vision right here to make a play, they'll do that. So I see a lot of people just ward right there. Okay, so this Rakan is trolling. Do you have spin? Nope. Wait, so what happened here? You're just trying to just push this wave in. I still remember the show Q Flash R over that wall at Worlds one time. Yeah. Like making plays over that wall is insanely busted. Alright, so you see the Rakan and you start autoing him right away. I would have waited for that jump to cool down, because there was a time where you were taking creep aggro right here. And, or not creep aggro, sorry, tower aggro, because you autoed him, but he used his little pop-up. If you wait, sometimes just waiting for people to use abilities is broken, because if you just waited for him to, like, burn all that, right? Imagine, like, if he popped you up, right? So now his pop-up's down. He doesn't have anything for you besides his ult, and then you just start attacking him, and then he ults. You might have been able to, like, catch up to him, because, oh, you flashed, but your W was on cooldown. Yeah, you just had to wait out the abilities here. All right, so you had a recall. Excuse me, that's fine. So where do you go? You're gonna go back top. Yeah, you're gonna go back top. I mean, your bot lane is still bot for some reason, but they're doing things. You're gonna get on Xayah here, so he's gonna immediately heal. Oh, this is a double. Oh, you don't actually commit to that? Oh, because Talon's up here. Interesting. Yeah, so you're in a tough spot now. You don't have your ultimate. Okay. Yeah, your team's kind of like trolling you a little bit because like they're not rotating properly.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Let me see what happened here. So we're going to see you walk through here again. And we're going to go through what could have and maybe what should have. So you use your W on Nunu, but then you try to focus the Xayah. It would have been better to just save your W on the Xayah right here. She also had R, and she never like tried ulting you, which is like really funny. She probably wanted to just like, I don't know why she's saving it. She burned heal though. But like, imagine if you like had your W earlier, you would have been able to kill both of them like right away. So it would have been better to just focus the slow target because now they both get away. So you have Karthus behind you, so you're still going in. Wait, how did he know that Talon was right there? Oh. Talon peeked out of the bush a little bit. I see what happened. So, and now he's able to just one-shot Karthus. Jeez. Alright, so now you have to leave. So right here, because you don't have any health and no fury, it would have been better to just back. As soon as you saw that they were going for the tier 1 top, just recall. There's nothing to really stand around because then by the time they pushed in this wave, you probably could have like come back to lane and been able to like farm the cannon because you would have had health and stuff. Like right now, you just kind of just have to watch them here. All right, so you burn W when they're facing you. You save your ultimate though. You have to be so careful though. Nami's behind you. She's ulting. Her ult's gonna miss though. You don't land the... Oh. Okay. So that's a little messy. I think you could have played that a little bit better. Again, it's all about like conserving some of your abilities. You tend to like just throw out your abilities too early. Just by a hair, man. Just by a hair. Alright, you're going to pressure over here because you can. Nobody's around for it. You saw that Annie was just mid and then left. Okay, so now taking Gromp. Good. Excuse me. You got a recall. You got your pretty much like your main items right here. This is real nice. All right. What happened there? So you get snowballed, you spin out. And you're down flash, you have ignite. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, so right here, right, we see this stuff going on, okay? Now, your team just got smurfed on, so you know there's 4 people over there, and you're still choosing to, like, walk in over here anyway. The best thing would have been to just been like, LOL, nope, and just go mid lane right away. But now you're gonna get engaged on by Nunu. And your spin was just off Talon there, so you're not able to get him. Now, here's the thing. You have Tiamat here, so the other thing you could have done would have been to, like, auto minions and let, like, the Tiamat procs kill him because he's ignited here. You ult for Nimbus Cloak, but he already used Yomu's, so that movement speed is actually better. And then Nunu peels you. It would have been better, right? So from this position right here, okay? So we've already established you shouldn't have gone over there. You went over there anyway. The next step to recovery is when Nunu actually lands the snowball right here. Would have been to just focus Nunu and press R. Because maybe you can get some crits. You have... Oh, wait. Oh, you have these people too. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're also just like on their way over. Yeah, they're going in this way, so you can't even like go up that way. So yeah, you kind of have to just hope you can go 1-for-1 here, but you're just unable to get the talent. And that just happened because you didn't respect like their numbers over around Infernal. Okay, your Karthus though is mad huge. So you're down. Speed this up. Teams like Super Smurfing, they're going to get the Infernal. Damn. Alright, so you just split bot here. Are they on Baron? Okay, so they did Drake. And now the enemy team's on Baron. So, like... So you have 2 people down in Baron's life. So this becomes a conundrum, right? Because you have to choose if you split bot or if you help your team try to contest Baron. And because your jungler is alive here, I think trying to help your team contest Baron would have been the better call here. Because the only thing you're getting bot side is like probably like this tier 1. Yeah, it was hard to watch that, but we've all been in that position. Position is rough. So I think you needed to like help your team over by the Baron, but we're going to see what you do without it. All right, so they get Baron. And now you have a Xayah, Baron buffed, stopping you. You're gonna get these Krugs. You're always mindful of like what jungle camps you could go for, and that's really good. Alright. This is questionable. This is questionable because of how many people you have. Like, you saw a couple people were actually mid. So you had vision that you were like really deep behind enemy lines. But now you're trying to focus of all people like the tank first, right? Like, this guy has like Cinder Hulk. He's got tab eyes. We don't really care about Visage, but that's some health. Like, this guy is really strong. And now you're gonna get CC'd. Then you're gonna get ulted. That's just not the fight you want to look for. You don't want to look for those kind of plays. Those give up your lead. Vlad manages to make it out. Alright, you're back up. Man, their mid laner is just like popping people left and right. She is really strong. Uh-oh, that's a shutdown. Hey, nice. I like that. You didn't even give her the chance to like try and do something there. But I mean, like, you could have just tried slowing her. She didn't have like the health for anything. You didn't really need to like swag on her that bad, but we do like the swag. It was cool. Like right here, I think if you just landed W, you wouldn't have needed to flash. Because now, being down flash against like people like Talon, an AD carry that like wants to like, you know, zone you. Always swag and silver. Alright. Anyway, so now you got these Baron minions. Nami just ults. Nice. Damn. So that's really unfortunate. I mean, Nami just like kind of just ulted randomly. Did she even ping? She didn't even say anything. She just kind of just pressed R. And man, they have a lot of CC. Ooh, into the loving arms of Nunu. Unfortunate. So that puts you down again, man. Whoa. So nobody actually pushes forward, so Annie doesn't make a pick. That's actually super clutch. Alright, so you go bot. Classic Tryndamere. Oh, is this a backdoor? I'm smelling a backdoor. Nobody's backing for you. Don't. Oh, man. Ezreal, stop the ports. They're actually gonna let you do this. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. What a way to end the game, because this was actually almost going to be a disaster for your team. But that is hella PogChamp. That is the poggiest of PogChamps. All right. We got what we wanted out of that game, though. So you want to just improve on some orb walking a little bit. Stand like when you were able to like spin behind them, which was really good, but then like you just kind of stood there, so your opponents like walked around you. If you like keep walking backwards, they like don't have any place to go, because like they're trying to like walk backwards as well, but they just like keep walking into you, and you can like sticky onto them better. So this is a little thing with like orb walking, right? Honestly, like your CS numbers were fine, but just try to it's not so much that like you left the river unwarded, it was when you left the river unwarded, right? There's a couple times where you were pushed far up where you didn't have your ultimate up, and that's when you are at risk of dying. If you simply just use vision when you need the vision, you can then conserve your vision score, you know, and like have it make most use to you, because there were times where you didn't necessarily need to ward, right? But you want to ward when you need it. You also want to don't greed it in lane for too long without ulti. I mean, that's just this actually, again, this would probably just go down for things to change. This happened a couple times. W for your target's back. There were times when like you would throw out W, you would either focus a new target, like the one that wasn't slowed. So like you want to try to wait until their back is absolutely turned before going on to them. If you just like, sometimes like, especially in high elo, right? I find people will actually face check me, and they'll still facing me and auto me, facing me. Like even as an AD carry, because they're ready for me to use the W. And then that's when they'll turn around and they'll use some kind of a dash or something. If you like walk up to them first, and then when their back is turned because they're running away, then you cast W, you'll suddenly get so much more utility out of that. Be mindful of your team's positioning. All right. And map awareness. Okay. So there was a time too when like you had your Karthus top, right? And because you greeted, this plays in a little bit with how you want to change, like being greeting for things in lane, taking bad trades without your ultimate, right? You also, if you were more mindful of where Karthus was, you could have actually picked up an easy kill onto the Talon. I'm going to actually go back. I'm going to find exactly when that is. So right here. Okay? So look. You're going back to lane. Your Karthus is topside. But you're no ultimate. You just need to let this wave push. You have it frozen, right? Karthus is literally like coming along right here, okay? But then you greed for this, even though you don't have ultimate. And you just barely have your flash up. Instead, right here, you could have picked your Karthus to come over, right? With just keeping the lane frozen right here. And your Karthus could have just ganked right here for you. Because, like, this man didn't ward. He was just, like, right here. He was straight chilling. And you were just like, I'm here to fuck up your day. And he's just like, oh, shit. Well, wait a second. You're no ultimate. I'm just going to attack you now. So he kind of just does that. So now Karthus has to play defensively for you rather than offensively. So again, team over here, you don't need to be here. Earlier, team way over here, you don't need to be here. You should just go mid. If you can't team fight, find a lane to push every time. Think about it like that. If you can't team fight, if team fighting isn't happening, you want to immediately recognize and split push. More split push. If you just split push right here with your fed lead, right? Because like you already know, like despite some of the times you let Talon kill you, right? Like you are massively ahead. You have 11 kill participation in 20 minutes. That's actually really good. So yeah, just need to just split. I mean, the splitting bottom was actually good. So I should say here, if team fight is bad, always look to split. Okay. So yeah, don't greed for team fights. Don't greed for drags bad team fights. Because that's just kind of what happened here. You saw that there was Infernal. You really wanted to help your team get the Infernal. But if you can't get the Infernal, you got to let it go. Sometimes you can't, like, the enemy jungler is just going to make sure he gets his Infernal no matter what. He's going to spam ping the team. Team's just going to be over there. You know, they might just give up this tower for the Drake. If you just, like, split mid, you probably could have taken their tier 2 middle. They take Infernal. Maybe you, like, jump on their tier 3, and then they finally come over, and then you're like, oh, shit. But, like, you know what? Like, you know, you just find other places to be. Yeah. That's what you did after the Talon mid fiasco. I know. You want to try to recognize it faster. That's the secret. If you saw this, right, that the team fight was bad, you don't need to greed for Drakes. Could have already been doing that. But now we have the things that you're doing, which is great. You are aggressively engaging your laner with Fury and appropriate summoners. Alright? Like, you in lane, all your solo kills were spot, dude. They were actually beautiful. And I can tell you are a man of Fog's culture because like you were able, you played the level 1 okay. You got the dive under the tower, right? You utilized like your abilities very well in the lane. It's more out of lane that you need to work on like some of the W focus and things like that. All right. I just realized I also hid my notepad and then I never brought it back up, and now I got to bring it back up. Bam. Aggressively engaging your laner with Fury and appropriate summoners. You played that really well. Everything you did in lane to bury Talon was very good. So I want you to keep doing that because that was great. You put the pressure on him. It was good. All right. Let's see. You stayed around to siege plates. I mean, that's kind of basic though. I mean, you had the right idea for the focus, I think. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, like when you were after Zyre, right? You focused like Zyre first. That was good. You got to here. You focused Talon first, right? If you just save your W a bit more, you would probably like you'd be able to get those kills that you need. So your focus is right. Like you have the right idea for like where you want to be putting like your damage. Besides like that one Nunu gank. But like otherwise, you go for like the proper targets, and that's really good. And the other thing that I want you to keep doing is take the jungle. Also, in other notes too, you utilized map advantage. So this was something that you did that just deserves its own little note, right? You pushed out top and you understood they didn't have any vision inside the Gromp den. And so you just kind of camped there, waited for Nami to start clearing a ward, waited for Nunu to try and silence Nami clearing that ward, and then just rode the Nunu down to the dirt. I'm a PvE master. You tilted fogged when he gave me a code success 3 years ago. Yeah, I had to tell somebody actually. I don't know if you were here for it. He was the diamond player in Korea. He had an open split push to the tier 3 tower, but he was like looking in jungle for like Gromp and blue buff, and like he was over here on like the bot side of the map, right? And like he was looking for stuff in the jungle all over here, and I told him to actually like not do that. Like when time is of the essence, right? Like the enemy team's trying to pressure a Baron, don't be doing Gromp. You gotta be hard splitting for that objective. So yeah, I could see why Fogged might have been tilted off that. But otherwise, though, this was good. I mean, you have that as the right idea. Just know when it's downtime, basically. So take the jungle while it's upward sweet during downtime, not during high pressure situations. All right. So now I get to give you some homework. Boxer Pete versus Hash Talon. This is a very good example of the lane. And now what we want to do . All right. There we have it. All right. Whoops, I don't want to copy all of this. Let's just go down here. Boom. All right, so I'll message this to you on Discord. I'm also just going to put save W as a final note, because this will help you so much if you don't burn your W right away.